time of the year when Apple's latest iPhones come in for review. And today, we have with us the two most sought after iPhones from the list this year. Yes, we're talking about the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro. At first glance, the two phones look similar, with only a slightly larger 3-lens camera module on the iPhone 13 Pro serving as a major point of differentiation between the two. But do not let the outer appearance of the two phones make you believe there aren't major differences between the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro. From the display to even the hardware under the hood, Apple appears to have made sure there's enough to separate the two from each other. So if you're looking to buy a new iPhone 13 series phone and find yourself confused between the two, then this video is for you. While there are many factors to consider before making such a buying decision, one of the most important ones is arguably deciding which of the two phones has a better display. After all, it is the display that will take up most real estate of your new iPhone and also bring to life all the interesting multimedia experiences that you plan to enjoy on your new smartphone. However, Apple's not making the choice easy this year, as the company has equipped the iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 with two very different displays that offer slightly different things. But before we get to that, let me welcome you all to Digit.in, your one-stop shop for all the latest gadget reviews, buying guides and more. So if you're new, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the iPhones. So let's start by going through the specs of the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro displays. As you can see on your screens right now, both the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro come with the same 6.1-inch displays. Both of these are Super Retina OLED panels running at the same resolution. In fact, the aspect ratio of the two panels as well as the pixel density is also exactly the same at 460 ppi. Apart from this, both the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro displays come with support for wide color gamut and also True Tone, a lighting feature on the iPhone that adjusts brightness and color based on the surroundings. But the similarities end there. While both support HDR10 and Dolby Vision, the iPhone 13 promises a brightness of 800 nits of high brightness and 1200 nits of peak localized brightness. In comparison, the iPhone 13 Pro promises 1000 nits in the high brightness mode and 1200 nits of localized peak brightness. However, the biggest difference between the two displays this year is that the iPhone 13 Pro gets what Apple is calling the ProMotion display. This is essentially Apple's take on high refresh rate technology, which has now finally made its way to iPhones with the iPhone 13 Pro. This enables the phone to dynamically switch between multiple refresh stops between 10Hz and 120Hz, depending on the content the phone's display is handling. On the other hand, the iPhone 13's display is fixed at 60Hz, like every iPhone before it, and as such does not bring the benefits of using an adaptive fast refresh rate display. But more on this later. For now, let's first take a look at the results of some display tests. For testing the two displays, we paired Calman Ultimate with our trusted Spectra Cal C6 colorimeter to get a detailed information on both the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro displays. And to begin with, the first test we ran was to test the normal maximum brightness of the phones. Here we had one clear winner, with the iPhone 13 Pro recording a normal peak brightness of 557 nits in comparison to the 536 nits of normal peak brightness on the iPhone 13. This may not seem like much of a difference, but in real-world usage, a higher peak for the iPhone 13 Pro meant it felt slightly brighter than the iPhone 13 when used under direct sunlight, and also looked just a little more vibrant than the iPhone 13's display while running social media apps including Instagram, which took advantage of this higher brightness levels on the iPhone 13 Pro. Once again, the difference isn't too striking, but it is definitely there to see when you put the two phones next to each other. This slight brightness difference between the two displays also made its presence felt when we tried watching videos and HDR content on the phone. Here, the iPhone 13 Pro's advantages in both the high brightness mode and localized peak brightness were visible, with the iPhone 13 Pro looking brighter and more vibrant of the two displays. After establishing this, we move focus to the more in-depth color checker analysis to figure out which of the two displays is more color accurate. While both the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro do not provide the ability to choose a color profile, they do promise dynamic color management to automatically switch to the correct color gamut for the content being displayed on the screen. As such, we ran the color checker analysis for both iPhones twice without making any changes to their display settings, but instead tweaking things only at Calman Ultimate's end to test the color accuracy of the content on the device in both the sRGB and DCI-P3 color space. And the results we received were a little surprising. For sRGB content, both the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro showed very good results, with an average delta E of 1.9 on the iPhone 13 and slightly higher average delta E of 2.6 on the iPhone 13 Pro. In terms of the max delta E, the iPhone 13 was slightly higher for sRGB content, as it threw up a delta error of 5.2 at 100% blue. The iPhone 13 Pro here managed a maximum delta E within acceptable levels, as it hit a delta E of 4.4. Funny thing, these findings were turned upside down as the iPhone 13 achieved better color accuracy when Calman Ultimate was programmed to throw signals to be tested in the DCI-P3 space. As you can see on your screens right now, here the iPhone 13 Pro clocked both higher average and maximum delta E errors when compared to the iPhone 13. While we're not sure why this happened, our guess is the iPhone 13 Pro's display is possibly tuned to output slightly more punchy saturated colors. It's something we also noticed while putting the two phones next to each other and comparing a test image. But this difference again is minimal and only felt when you put the two phones next to each other or actually go testing them for color accuracy. Something we're doing right now. So let's get to the findings of the Grayscale multi-test to see if there's a specific color bias on either of the two displays. As we found out, both the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro's displays are very well calibrated and work close to the average correlated color temperature value of 6500. However, the iPhone 13 offers slightly better RGB balance, with blue and red shades given almost equal preference. In comparison, the test results show the iPhone 13 Pro has a very slight bias for reds, something we feel affects the color accuracy of the phone when playing HDR content. As far as the gamut coverage goes, both the phones offer good coverage across the sRGB and DCI-P3 space. And as such, the difference between the calibration of the two displays aside, both panels offer very good visual experiences. So no matter which of the two phones you choose, be rest assured you'd be making a wise choice. So with all the testing out of the way, the next big question we need to answer is the ProMotion display on the iPhone 13 Pro really worth it? Well, both the short and the long answer for this question is a yes. To explain why, we'd simply urge you to look outside the world of iPhones and see just how fast refresh rate displays are taking over the world of displays. Today, not only are fast refresh rate panels found on smartphones, but also TVs and monitors. On smartphones, fast refresh rate displays offer a lot of benefits, including improving gaming and day-to-day experiences of using the device. But unlike a lot of its Android counterparts, Apple has decided to make this feature completely dynamic in nature, thereby giving the iPhone 13 Pro the ability to switch between refresh rate stops that go all the way up to 120Hz from the base 10Hz, depending on the task at hand. In comparison, the iPhone 13 refreshes at a static 60Hz, thereby missing out on all the battery gains that the iPhone 13 Pro makes while running certain apps at the base refresh rate stops, and also not being able to enjoy the performance gains that the fancier iPhone enjoys while playing supported games at higher refresh rates. So all these comparisons and testing bring us to the all-important question: which of the two iPhones in question have the better display? Well, on paper, that's certainly the iPhone 13 Pro. It has a brighter and crucially faster display with support for Apple's ProMotion technology. However, in real life, the competition between the two is much closer. Both offer the promise of great visual experiences, but in our view, the iPhone 13 Pro is the better of the two panels. This is because we like the ever so slightly punchier colors on the iPhone 13 Pro's display. And to top it all, the display is also brighter and feels more vibrant to look at, which once again goes in its favor if you plan to watch a lot of HDR content on Netflix and YouTube on the device. This also works in its favor when you're scrolling through your Instagram feed on the iPhone 13 Pro, an area where you'll also get to enjoy the ProMotion benefits of the display. Well, that was a comparison of the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro displays. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and don't forget to hit the bell icon to not miss out on any of our future videos. Once again, thanks for watching.